Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. So, we are on the verge of being able to conquer the rest of these northern African territories. We dealt the Garamantians a pretty solid blow when they tried to finish off this army in the previous episode. And in another turn or two, we should be able to march either this army or this army to Cidamus to take it and finish off the Garamantians. Now, that might not actually finish the Garamantians, but we'll be in a pretty good position. Otherwise, we're also trying to finish off the Iazyges, which gave us a lot of grief over the past couple of episodes, but really, they were just kind of annoying flies. They burned Baranaichi to the ground, and I'm having to rebuild it now. We're making pretty good progress on that front, but public order in Egypt is still reeling from their damage. And then, after that point, we might actually be on the verge of being able to unlock a few more armies. I can't quite tell where this meter is sitting, but if we're about to cross that threshold, if we could get access to 2 more armies, we've got the income to pay for them, and that would give us the ability to really shore up our defenses in this northern territory here. Another area that we're building up is we have an army that we brought in from Nova Trajana Bostra that is building up over the next couple of turns from Alexandria's resources. And then this army will return to the line here. And then we're actually going to have a pretty substantial force. We have an advanced Roman army here and one of the original rebuilt armies here along the Sassanid border. So at that point, I'm actually considering stopping the royalty payments that we've been paying to the Sassanids for several, since the beginning of the series. I'm going to cut that off, because we're now in a position to defend ourselves against them, and we might actually go on the offensive in order to take some of their territory from them, because there are some burned out territories, mainly looks like here, and also there could be one. No, this is owned. I don't know. It seems like there's a couple of burned out territories at least. But if we can kind of knock the Sassanids back, let me show you the diplomatic map, from these territories, and maybe even take their capital in Ctesiphon, then we would be in a much better position to kind of hold them at bay and deal with them, because that would be the majority of their resources. So I want to try and do that before Attila gets any really funny ideas, which is going to be a tall order, but we're gonna try it nonetheless. So let's go ahead and end the turn. We also have our emperor trying to secure the loyalty of one of our officers. So we'll see how that goes in the beginning of the next turn, because we've been doing so many promotions in order to help our income situation that there's some jealousy starting to develop in the ranks. So we want to make sure that that is curtailed as much as possible. But we're doing well. We're doing surprisingly well. I've remarked several times in the last several episodes that I'm just waiting for the sky to fall, because there's always like a second wave that happens in campaigns of Total War Attila, especially when Attila takes power. Didn't we just make peace with the Septimanians? I feel like we did. But they're going to give us 1,500 gold. You know what? No, I'm not going to take it, because I have a feeling that might actually hurt our reliability, and I don't want to do anything to appear less likable right now in the face of being about to degrade our relationship with the Sassanids on purpose. The Gaetulians look like they're pulling out of some of their northern territory, which is... Oh, the Iazyges want peace. That's so cute. That's one. All right, good. We were able to secure that officer's loyalty. We also... I think there was a promotion that I could make. Yes, Vettius Silas is now going to be our Imperial Master of Foot. And let's see if there's any other promotions we can make while I'm on this screen, and then we'll take a look at the rest of our situation. Possibly start some fights. So our Emperor is only 33, which is awesome. I feel like we've been playing longer than that, but we've got a long run ahead of us. And the Iazyges did not run. They are submitting to death. So we're going to finish them off right now. Bye-bye. All right, there go the Iazyges, and they will no longer trouble our forces. And in the next turn, we'll have an army back in Alexandria, which will help public order a lot as we recover there. So speaking of that, let me go ahead and build some additional units. Okay, I'm just going to build enough for one turn to pay for. I will pay the Sassanids small gifts for a little while longer, because I want to make sure that the line we have along their border is completely ready. So I know I'm talking about not paying them anymore, but I just want to be careful, you know? Now I'm tempted to march this army on Hadrian, but I'm also tempted to march this army on Cidamus, because they just withdrew their forces from Hadrian, so they would have a harder time, I think, coming down and taking Sabrata from us. Yeah, this army is almost ready as well. So tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them as far as I can without using up all their movement points. All right, we're going to fortify there. And they're still in our territory, so they will recover. As long as they're not attacked, this will still be almost a full-strength unit moving towards Cidamus, and then we can attack them in the next turn. Unfortunately, that does mean Garama's public order will suffer. But we're going to continue to build up. Let's see. Let's go for a... This is a capital city, so let's give them an amphitheater, like a Colosseum-style building. Make people happy, right? Now let's have a look around and see what other things might need to be built. So we've got our armies recruiting. Again, if you haven't been following the entire series, when I'm jumping around like this with with this scrolling turned off so that you can't see where I'm moving to, just look at the mini map and it gives you a pretty good idea of what I'm looking at. All right, let's look up here real quick and see if there's anything more we can do. Well, let's go down here actually. Yep, let's upgrade these two cities. And we can't build a scriptorium there unless, yeah, let's build a scriptorium in Gortina to help with research. We don't have that many scriptoriums built, so that would help. I do have room to upgrade this Adobe Maker. I'm going to do that. And that's our money for the turn. How we doing religion-wise? When we convert back to Greco-Roman paganism, we're close, actually. We're almost able to convert back. We are currently a Greek Christian empire, but they're down to 24% support, and Greco-Roman paganism has risen back to 35% support. So the people are starting to come around to the old ways as a result of Emperor Arcadius's vision. So we have, looks like we're making 0.1 change per turn. So right now it's saying about 15 more turns, but that could get cut in half if the number changes to 0.2 or 0.3 per turn. So I would say we're probably about 10 turns away from being able to convert. That's exciting. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn again. Any day now, I think Attila is going to be taking charge of the Huns. I don't know for sure how much time has passed. And maybe there's some way to check. I'm not quite sure. Like to see how old Attila is, basically. The Huns are currently harassing the Western Romans. They're not at war with them. But the Italian peninsula is starting to fall to invaders. And the Iberian Peninsula, the Swabians, have just been absolutely tearing it to pieces. Okay, so here come these guys again. So that's the same army that we just fought. I'm going to try and fight them again because we might have a pretty good opportunity. They didn't attack us, but we might have a pretty good opportunity to finish them off right now. I believe we fought them in the very last episode. They came out and they tried to drive us away from Cidamus. All right, there's Hadrian. That's, you can see they do have an army in Hadrian, so I'm not going to march on that just yet. Nor am I going to take my army away from Sabrata. Okay, looks like one of our military counts has ended his term of office. So let's go through our promotions real quick and make sure that everyone is in the best possible office that they can hold. If a military count ended their term, that might mean that we can have a new Master of Soldiers, but unfortunately it doesn't. We are making 17,000 a turn though, which is fantastic. Our relationship with Assassins is once again deteriorating. I'm going to give them a small gift to kind of hold that off. Because again, we are waiting for this army to train up. Okay. So there's that. We're going to move this army back into Port Alexandria. We're now getting an awesome public order bonus. As soon as public order improves in Alexandria, our income will go up astronomically. So that's something to look forward to. Let's have a quick look through our territories and see if there's food shortages anywhere, because that will definitely hurt public order. All right. Garama, we need to see to these armies. I think we have a pretty good chance against them, frankly. It's the same armies we just fought. The king doesn't look like he's got a full unit. He's a general, actually. This is Amanita Kelepte. Amanita Kelepte. That's his name. Okay, can't believe I just managed to pronounce that. I think I did. See, here's Hadrimentum. We could technically take Hadrimentum from them, but I don't want to leave Sabrata right now. That would be dangerous. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Edessa here, since we're getting ready to fight against the Sassanids. Just going to take a look around and see what cities up here can be upgraded as much as possible. Yep, we're going to upgrade our local industry to a quarry in Nicomedia. And are there any food shortages? I don't think I saw any. I think we're good. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Where is a place where food might be getting short? Looks pretty light here, so I'm going to go ahead and build a farm in Tyrus so that food continues to be in strong supply in Syria. I'm checking the food, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking for. It's right here. Okay. Let's have a look into defeating these armies. Okay, once again, it's saying the chances are pretty even as far as fighting this battle, but we're going to take it because we need to wear down on the Garamantians' forces as much as possible. So we're going to fight this battle like we did the last one. The odds are better now than it said last time. The difference being last time they attacked me. So we could kind of assume a defensive formation and hold out. It might be a little tougher to get them to it might be a little tougher to get them to kind of come to us. All right, let's start deployment. Oh yeah, this is going to be rough because they have the advantage this time. Unless I station all of my guys up here, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and be up here on the hill. So, we'll have a line of spearmen, like so. About a triple line. So as you can see, it's 3 men deep. And then we will have the swordsmen behind, about 4 deep. We can do a little better than that. That's better. Then we'll have the archers behind them. We will not turn skirmish mode on for the archers. And then the general, as last time, because this is our general with war cry, so we want him as close to the front line as possible so that anyone approaching the front lines can be attacked with that war cry ability. And then we're going to have our 2 weaker cavalry as 1 unit. So you're going to be team 2. But, oh yeah, I forgot that kind of grouping does automatic formation groups, which is silly. Let's just do a selection group. Perfect. And then we'll have 1 cavalry over here guarding this flank. Let's start the battle, and hopefully they'll still come to us. That is my hope. But we'll see. Now they're going to get reinforcements from some direction. I just don't know where. From there. Alright, so let's speed things up and see how they do this. If they bring all their reinforcements all the way over there and then come this way, that's going to be really good news. Because it's going to give us a chance to reorient ourselves, which I'm actually going to do right now. We're going to create a formation group. And we're going to move over this direction as quickly as possible. Let's speed up time. All right. So it's saying they have a slightly... I mean, we have about 1,100 men on the field. They have 1,300. The issue is that most of their men are slingers. So I think that is mostly just kind of based on a man count, but we have stronger units on the field, and our cavalry can just make mincemeat of their slingers. So that's what we're going to try and do. We've got things sped up completely. Our units are completely fresh. They're rested from the running that I just had them do. Let's have a look. Yeah, we actually do have a bit of a slope. You can see it. We have a bit of a slope at our backs. I'm actually going to move us back a bit. Let's pause slightly so that we don't lose time. It's tough to get this positioning just right, but that's where I want us, right there. All right, going to speed up time, and as soon as those spearmen arrive with the rest of their troops, they should start marching toward us. I really hope they march toward us. I don't want to have to march toward them. We are the ones doing the attack, but I have a feeling, based on what I'm seeing, that they're getting ready to march on us. All right, they're getting in position. I don't know what exactly they're doing. They're kind of just crammed in there. I wish we had archers nearby because we could fire into that and kill a bunch of their troops right now. Interesting. They seem to be kind of stuck on each other. Let's unpause it and see if that fixes anything. No, not really. All right, well, we'll let a few more seconds tick by, but we might actually have to do the marching ourselves here. Yep, my guess would be because we are doing the attacking. Sometimes when you attack a city, you can get the defenders to come out and meet you. But I guess in this case, there's no such luck. So unfortunately, we do have the disadvantage of a hill. All right, so we're just going to get our men to march slowly. What's the archer's range? Right there. So you can see roughly how far they have to shoot. And this is where they're headed. So we're going to move them a little bit at a time. I've got them marching, but time is sped up right now. This is not our most advanced legion either. So these are basic Roman troops with basic chainmail, basic shields. Okay, now it looks like they're getting ready. Interesting. All right, now it looks like they're actually getting ready to do something. So I'm going to stop once again, because we do still have a bit of a hill. And if they move on us now, then we'll be in a pretty good position to fight this battle, just like we did the last one. All right, they might start moving now. No, they're not going to. They're going to stay put, which is fine. They have a very similar formation to us. So now we just need to... Let's see. Let's march to about there. Kind of a barren desert landscape for a battle. This is the general's unit. It's the most reassuring pre-battle speech ever. Everyone's scared. Don't worry, fight. Yeah, that'll definitely get them to fight. All right. So I'm going to march for a little while longer on full speed. You can see our archer's range is getting pretty close. Of course, those guys have a pretty decent range on them as well. All right, so let's go back down to normal speed. And we need to pay very close attention to when those archers are going to be in range. Our front lines will be in range of their slingers very soon, which means not only will their slingers start firing, but their units will probably just start moving in general. So as soon as they start moving, I'm going to order all stop. Yep. All right, we're going to assume a full formation here. All right, it's on. The cavalry are once again charging forward towards the spearmen, which is an incredibly stupid move. We're going to go meet their cavalry head on.
Our general is being attacked. Keep him alive.
Alright, we're going to use War Cry on this front line here as soon as it arrives. There we go. We'll go ahead and send our general into the fray. Meanwhile, we need to use these cavalry before they get completely torn apart by the slingers. We're going to see if we can chase down their slingers here. These guys are getting cut down. They're down to 20 horsemen. Thankfully, these horsemen over here are doing a pretty good job of keeping these cavalry kind of contained. Enemy general's dead. Very good. I don't know how he died, but he died. Alright, so we're going to try and finish off the desert hurlers. Never mind, we're going to try and fight the general's unit. So those cavalry are probably dead. I'm not sure who's running, but if I had to guess, I would probably say our horsemen. Yeah, those guys probably ran off. It's saying that cavalry over there is winning decisively, which is probably not actually true. Just needed to orient the men a little better. Alright, so we've got some of our forces charging out. Let's consolidate our remaining forces as much as possible. I have 13 seconds until I can use War Cry again. We're definitely going to do that. Alright, we did order some of our men to go kind of chase off the slingers, which is a short-term advantage, but... Okay, let's use War Cry. Alright, that'll help reduce their morale. We're going to bring these units in. Okay, so their general tore up our remaining units here. Alright, these swordsmen are done. So let's go ahead and finish off some of their slingers, which should help swing the battle in our favor. Their general's unit is charging into battle. We've killed their general already, but we're going to fight their general's unit now. Our general is in danger because he's in the battle, so we want to make sure we protect him as much as possible. But also finishing off these strong, heavy melee cavalry is going to help us tilt the scales a bit. So there go our cavalry chasing off their slingers. The battle is swinging in our favor, but we're taking a lot of damage in the process. It's a little bit unsettling. Alright, good. They're starting to run. These cavalry are winded, so they're taking a little bit longer to get where they need to go. Alright, let's see about finishing off some of these guys. Perfect. Alright. They are in full flight. I have a few horsemen still on their saddles. So we've won the battle. We just need to mow down as many of them as we can. I'm actually going to send these cavalry this way, because the majority of their forces are closer to the line here. So if I can get these horses remaining to kind of wipe out these armies, or these units rather, we will be in a great position to recover our army and then actually march on Cidamus without much protection being in place. They'll probably be able to rebuild a little bit, but we've just dealt them two pretty stinging defeats where they had the advantage, manpower-wise, in a row. I don't want to speed things up right now because I need to be able to make very quick changes to who is doing what here.
Riders at the double. Warriors of Christ. Ready for orders.
We'll go ahead and speed it up now. There are 28 men left in that unit. Hopefully we can get that down a little closer to 20 before they get away. They got away. Oh, good. There's more running right towards us, too. Right towards us, though. Oh, man. Nice, strong victory there. I mean, it was close. Don't get me wrong, but that's 2 lopsided wins in a row. Well, not lopsided, actually. Pretty close, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's bring this unit down here. That unit down there. Let's see if they can get to these guys before they leave the map. I think one of them can. Yep. Almost there. It should give us the battle any second now. There it is. So let's see what the actual statistics were. We lost 453 men, but they lost 1,136. We killed more men than we had on the field. Amaninata Kalebte did not have a good day. It's a complicated name. All right, now I think we actually stand a pretty good shot at just eliminating them right now. We'll take some desert attrition if we do this, but I'm going to go ahead and just auto-resolve this, and those armies are now dead completely. So that's a win. Now we might not... Yeah, we did lose some troops, which sucks. We fully lost some units, so we're going to have to rebuild a little bit, but I actually think we have... Yeah, we have an auxiliary barracks in Garama, so we can rebuild that unit. So that's good news. Let's take a look around. We've got 3,000 gold left to spend. Tell you what, let's do a adobe maker. This is going to increase our squalor, though. Do we have room for it? Yes, we do. So adobe maker in Garama just to add some additional wealth. And let us end the turn. And then we'll end the episode shortly thereafter. So a couple of hard-fought battles with the Garamantians. It's going to be even more ridiculous when the Huns do come in, which is going to happen at some point. I just don't know when. Right now they have 3, not even full stacks, but the leader of the Huns, is it Attila yet? I can't see. I'll check. Is on the Italian peninsula, and they're just raiding. It looks like. All right, here's the Tanukids. We made peace with them early in the game, and they've just been kind of sailing around our territory, doing their own thing. The Huns are doing something. Don't know what, though. What are you up to, Huns? Are you actually attacking Western Rome now? No? Maybe they're attacking some of the other factions in the area. If they are, that's great. If the Huns start to antagonize some of the barbarian factions in Germany and France, then that will really help us kind of keep them at bay while we continue to get stronger. All right. The Gaetulians have shored up in Hadrumentum. We're up to 18,000 income a turn, which is phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and pay the Sassanids again. I know I said I wasn't going to, but... Okay, and on that note, I will go ahead and cut this episode here. We'll go through the rest of this turn in the next episode. It looks like we leveled up this army too. And then we are actually going to march on Cidamus as soon as possible, which is going to be fun. We need to actually make that happen so that they stop attacking us when we're on the way. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you so desire. I'm going to upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next episode.